guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl C, and I'm so excited to be bringing you guys another video today. If you guys are new here, thank you so much for making time to come and see your girl. I appreciate it. And of course, if you're a returning subscriber, I appreciate your time just as much. I have gotten a couple new subscribers, so I just wanted to welcome you guys to the C Squad fam and let you guys know that I appreciate y'all. We're all in this together, and I just want to really create, and I'm sorry if the lighting's changing. The sun's, the sun's gonna do its thing. I just really want to create a community where we can all connect, be positive, honest, and open with each other. So that's just really my goal, and my channel is really just framed around lifestyle and wellness. Today's video is actually going to be a Wellness Wednesday video. Every other Wednesday I'm doing a video focused on wellness, and I'm currently working through the 8 dimensions of wellness, and I'm almost done. And today's discussion is actually going to be about environmental wellness, which is kind of perfect for the situation and the state of the world right now. So once again, thank you guys, and on to the topic. I hope I don't look too oily. I just did my skincare and I had to put sunscreen on, which gives me a little bit moisture and shine because I'm gonna go for a walk. The weather's been beautiful here, so I gotta get outside when I can. First, I'm actually gonna go into exactly what environmental wellness is. Okay, so environmental wellness actually inspires us to live a lifestyle that is respectful of our surroundings. This realm encourages us to live in harmony with everything around us on this earth and take actions to protect the earth and our overall environment. Environmental well-being actually encourages interaction with nature as well as your environment around you, which can be your home, work, wherever you're spending your time. That is a part of your environmental wellness. Everybody can strengthen their environmental wellness just by increasing their awareness, understanding the parts and components of actual, like, what environmental wellness is. It's not just one place, it's all the places that you spend your time consistently. That actually is a part of your environmental wellness. So like I said, if you're working somewhere 40 hours a week, that is a part of your environmental wellness, and you need to bring that to your awareness and understand that that can affect your overall well-being if that is not a good environment, healthy environment, a fun environment, or environment where you feel safe. What surrounds you each day in your home, work, or neighborhood, and even the resources available to you can affect your health. Everyone has probably been in an unhealthy or unhappy work environment, and you could feel how much that weighs on you. I've experienced that as well. And if things aren't great at home and then you have to go to work, you can feel excuse me, you can feel the weight of not having good environmental wellness in that particular area. While you can't always choose what's in the environment you work, live, and play in, you can actually take smaller steps to make sure this environment is safe, it feels good to you, it makes you feel like you can thrive, and even limit your exposure to potentially harmful substances or even behaviors, Yeah, so you want to actually work to limit your exposure to those potentially harmful substances to keep you healthier, like harmful chemicals and things like that. That can affect your overall health and well-being too. And I know there's like a huge movement right now towards, non-toxic, and we're trying to do that in our home, which is a little bit more tough, I think, with the situation going on right now, because we do want to make sure we are thoroughly killing germs. But before that, and even now, I still try to use some really non-toxic chemicals to clean and just to surround and keep in my environment, because I do know we don't have pets or any young children in my household, which is completely fine, but I still want to be conscious of those things regardless of that fact. And I think that we all should, take a step to be responsible and understand what we are putting in our environmental wellness that could be potentially harmful, even if it is just chemicals. Just kind of what environmental wellness is. And like most of these, I probably say this almost every video, sometimes I don't really understand exactly what it is, or I kind of think I know what it is, and then I do some research and I find out more about it, and it really just expands my horizons and helps me really take in more information, and it makes me be more conscious about things. And that's just my whole goal with these videos, is to try and educate people and educate myself in the process, because like I said, I am doing some research and I'm taking notes, and that's what I have here so that I can relay that information to you guys. I used 2 different links today for this particular dimension, and I will link this below for you guys if you guys are interested. That was briefly what environmental wellness is. Now I'm just going to go into why it's actually important. So the core principle of environmental wellness is respect. It's respect for all beings and creatures on earth surrounding you and that are in your environment. Environmental wellness can be tied to sustainability, recycling, reusing, you know, littering. Those things are also part of environmental wellness. I think people forget that part, but us as a whole, as a species, as a community, it's our responsibility also to keep our grounds clean. Like, you need to pick up after yourself. Like, that's a basic lesson we all learn when we were a child. And if you're an adult and you're littering, I'm just gonna say God sees everything, you know what I'm saying? So just make sure you're just doing what you need to do. You're taking your trash to the trash. If you have recycling bins, make sure you're taking your recycling to the recycle, because that's respecting the creatures and the animals outside too. So that's something you need to remember. That is the core principle of environmental wellness, is just respecting yourself. I think yourself is a part of that too, because you want to make sure you're setting the standards for yourself in your own environmental, you know, wellness when it comes to work and home. And then, you know, environmental wellness is about respect for other beings and species outside of your home, in nature and things like that too. So those are both included, and respect is needed on all levels, and it all depends on us, you know, to really start cleaning up after ourselves and being more proactive about that. And so environmental wellness doesn't actually say that you need to join like an organization or anything. It mainly just encourages you to practice habits that promote a healthy environment. When you become environmentally aware, you become really understanding of the gravity that your actions have on the environment as a whole. And I think about this all the time. I'm thinking about this more and more and more. You guys have probably seen things about like zero waste living, videos like that. Definitely check it out. It's really interesting. And while I don't think I would ever be on that level, I understand the impact it has, and that makes me want to have less waste. And I am very conscious about the waste that I produce. I try to be conscious. I obviously can't completely control, you know, my family, but I do try to be less wasteful if I can, because landfills are filling up, and you know, you can only reduce, reuse, and recycle so much. You know, there just has to become a point where we are just limiting our waste in general. I think as a whole, as a species, I think that would be really impactful on the environment. So I do and am very conscious of that. Improving your environmental wellness is actually simple and can help result in a more balanced life. And I think that's going to be definitely a goal of mine. 2020 is to live a more balanced life, and if I can, you know, figure out steps to take to do that, I'm definitely going to do my best to implement that, because living a balanced life is definitely a part of wholehearted living, and environmental wellness does play a factor in that too. That was just kind of me talking about why environmental wellness is important. Next, we're just going to move the route to environmental wellness and how we can obtain and sustain good environmental wellness. There are many things that you can adopt and start applying in your life to develop good environmental wellness and to overall improve your relationship with the environment. A couple things you can do is to conserve energy, limit waste, and recycle. That's just literally what I was talking about. I try to conserve energy as much as possible, and you guys, it's so crazy, since I've always been trying to do this like subconsciously, but you know, after doing my research, now I understand that it is impactful on an environmental level to conserve energy. You know, my grandmother was always the one who told us, like, you know, unplug the toaster when you're done using it, and that's something we still do to this day. If there's an outlet that I'm not using, or you know, if I'm not charging my phone at that moment, I would normally take my plug out and just replug it in. Especially with all the technology these days, like, we need to be paying attention to conservation of energy and also limiting our waste. Something else you can do to limit waste is reusable water bottles. I know those are really, really popular, and I have a couple myself and I love them. It's really convenient, and of course it actually saves a lot of water bottles. So a part of that is reusable straws. That was a big thing. We also have reusable straws in my household. We love those too. We have some steel straws, have some colored ones, some silver ones, some straight ones, some bent ones. They even have glass straws, which I'm really interested in getting. I think I'm gonna get some glass straws next. So make sure you guys get your reusable water bottles, straws, and even your reusable grocery bags. We swear by those. Not only does it save grocery bags, you know, the plastic ones, but it makes your carrying your groceries so much easier. It seriously makes it so much easier, less trips, and because the handles are really nice and sturdy and thick, it doesn't cut into your hand when you're carrying. So if you guys have not gotten a couple of those, get a handful. Most grocery stores, Walmart, all have them for a couple of bucks. It's definitely worth the investment. Something else you can do to improve your environmental wellness is to volunteer with environmental organizations. This is something you have to do, but this is something you can do, and I think it would definitely be worth doing. I think it would be a well-rounding experience, and that's something I definitely think I'm going to look look into. The next thing you can do to improve your environmental wellness is actually spend time outdoors, and this will also increase your vitamin D. I just said this, you guys, if you guys are not getting outside right now, go take a walk. You guys try and get out for a 10, 20, 30-minute walk every single day, getting outside. So practicing social distancing, I honestly feel so much better. Like I always say, it's just such a good way to decompress, get away from the devices, just kind of like really be in the moment, be in nature, take some nice deep breaths, and just focus on looking at the trees, listening to the birds and the bees, the flies in the trees. It's just really, really nice, and that's a really great way to increase, I think, not only your environmental wellness, but your environmental awareness, understanding what's around you. And you know, once you understand more about what's around you environmentally, you can go from there about how you can improve that area, or you know, maybe areas that need some work, because then you have a better understanding of what's working around you. I'm so blessed to have the bike trail behind my house, so it's so quick and easy for me to just hop on there and go for a walk. But if not, guys, go around your neighborhood. Walking is completely free. Do a couple laps. Also a really great source of exercise, and of course increases your vitamin D, which we all need right now with this quarantine going on. Okay, another thing that you can do to increase your environmental wellness is to make sure you're paying attention to the cleaners and things that you use in your home. This is something I was briefly talking about before. Do you know what ingredients are actually in your household products? Maybe do some research. I definitely recommend you do your own research. I didn't do any further research on this topic, but I do know there are more and more non-toxic brands out there, and you just have to find one that a brand whose views and ethics align with your own, and something that works well for you and your family. Definitely make sure you're paying attention to those chemicals. Some of these chemicals can actually harm your body if you get too much in your system, or if too much gets into your body. Being aware and understanding what these chemicals are can help you to foster a healthier environment for you and your family. In turn, can increase your overall environmental wellness and your families at the same time. 2 stones, 1 bird. 1 stone, 2 birds. 2 birds, 1 stone. 2 birds, 1 stone. So they advise that you use natural or homemade cleaning products because they're better for the environment and they're better for you. Environmental wellness actually encompasses more than just sustainability. Anyone or anything around you can affect your environmental wellness. So you want to make sure you're surrounding yourself with people that support you and your goals. This is also part of your environmental wellness. People contribute to the general vibe around you, and that can contribute to affect your decisions. This is something I always believe in. You are who you hang out with. Was it Tony Robbins? It was either Tony Robbins or Les Brown. You got 9 broke friends, you about to be the 10th. So just make sure you guys are being conscious of the people you are hanging around. And you want to work on keeping people around that foster positivity and that understand as well as support your personal, academic, and professional goals. Lastly, you just want to foster a culture of respect and gratitude. This kind of goes back to just respecting the environment, beings, and people, species all around you. You want to be courteous of others and step in if you see someone being disrespected or someone's disrespecting you. You want to stand up for yourself. This will be removing some negativity, increasing positivity, and in turn that will add to the positivity around you and creates a better environment for you and the people you surround yourself with too. So what am I going to do this year to increase my environmental wellness? So of course, you guys already know I'm into walks. I love taking walks. I'm just going to continue to always do that because it does make me feel much better. It just makes me feel great going for walks, getting outside, getting in touch with nature. I just genuinely think it contributes really, really well to my overall well-being, and of course it's a source of exercise. I will continue to work on finding non-toxic cleaning products and things like that. We're pretty good when it comes like, you know, our general cleaners, but there are a couple of things I would like to improve and move to just more natural products. I already have a natural deodorant, which I love, but I would like to work on a body wash. But the thing about it is, like, I've tried natural body washes before. I just feel like they dry my skin out. I don't like that squeaky clean feeling. I prefer to have my skin feel soft and moisturized after I shower for my body wash. So I'm struggling to find one. If you guys have any suggestions for a natural body wash that does not leave your skin with that squeaky clean feeling, make sure you comment below. I would love to try one out. I love experimenting, trying different things out. I will continue to try to limit my waste, conserve energy, and recycle. We do recycle in my house. Try to be very conscious of making sure we recycle whenever we can. And of course, continue to conserve energy, unplugging things I'm not using, and turning off the faucet when I'm brushing my teeth, things like that. That will help to conserve energy. Continue to use my recyclable bags, reusable water bottle, and reusable straws. And imagine if we all just did our little part in that. That would have a really big impact overall. I really do believe in the power of the small things. So if we all came together as a community community and started doing little things here and there, I do think that that would have a huge impact on the world as a whole. So I think we should all start trying to do our part. And I always trust my intuition, you know, with the people who I surround myself with. So I will continue to be conscious of that and make sure I'm only surrounding myself with positive people who support me, my professional goals, academic goals, things like that, and who foster positivity and bring more of that into my life. Sometimes we forget how much the people we have around us can impact who we are and, you know, what we're going through and things like that, because, you know, me and my mom, my sister, we talk about this all the time. We can be really, really empathetic people, which is, you know, really great, and we love being able to understand people and their situations. But when someone's going through something and you're feeling that, you're almost taking it on yourself, that can get heavy. So that's something I have to be conscious of as well. I already do gratitude every day. I write in my gratitude journal every morning, you guys, and write one thing I'm grateful for, write like a little paragraph, you know, going into detail about why I'm blessed to have this and have this thing, or why I'm grateful for it. And then at night before I go to bed, I write 3 reasons today was great. So just things like that really do help you have a respect for life and appreciate it and appreciate the environment. And that's not something I ever forget to be thankful for. The other day I was being thankful for, you know, having access to the bike trail, because that's really convenient for me. I feel safe on there, and always try to remind myself of my blessings. And gratitude is great. If you have not started practicing gratitude on a regular basis, you need to, for more reasons than one, not just because of this, because I guarantee you it's gonna make you a happier person. I've been done it for over a year now, consistently, just about every single day. I'm not perfect, but I have missed days. I do think it has had a significant impact on the growth I've had as a person, and, you know, the level of happiness that I have, and being able to always see the silver lining and focus on the positive things and the blessings in my life. Okay guys, that is it for this video. I just want to take a second to thank you guys so much for coming over to see your girl today. I know it's crazy with all this quarantine stuff going on, so I'm just gonna try very hard to keep the content coming, and appreciate you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for supporting my channel, coming to watch this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. That just lets me know that you guys like this kind of content and it supports my channel. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe to become part of the C-Squad, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. To all my new C-Squad members, welcome. I appreciate y'all. Let's just try to foster positivity in these tough, crazy times, stick together and support each other. That's all we really can do. Peace and blessings, you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I'll see you in my Friday video. Bye.